Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. So today I will be presenting our group project presentation titled Real-Time Thermal Comfort Visualization using Open Weather Map, Python and ThinkSpot. My name is Muhammad Fawaz Kaisa and today I will be presenting our group project. So, for introduction, thermal comfort affects worker health, safety, and also productivity. Many workplaces in Malaysia lack comfortable systems for real time monitoring. IoT solutions using cloud platforms can help address this gap. This project aims to use a real time data from Open Weather Map, visualizing it on ThinkSpot to assess comfort level based on temperature and humidity. Our problem statement is insufficient monitoring for human comfort in workspaces. The second is increased vulnerability to heat, stress, and also fatigue. And finally, our third problem statement is lack of affordable, scalable solution for workplace monitoring. This is our objective. The first objective is to develop a real-time IoT system to monitor temperature and humidity using open weather map and display the data via ThinkSpot. The second is to evaluate workplace thermal comfort using heat index and also dew point to detect unsafe conditions. And finally, our third objective is to demonstrate the use of open source tools to support smart human-centered infrastructure aligned with SDG number 9. As for our methodology, this is the tools and techniques that we use for our project. The first is Python. Particularly, we are using Tony Portable IDE for data retrieval and also processing, Open Weather Map API to gather real-time weather data, ThingsBot Demo as the cloud platform for data visualization, and finally, REST API and JSON as the data formatting and transmission. So without further ado, let us go to our Python coding. Okay, so this is our Python coding. We use Portable Tony, as I mentioned before, and the language that we use is local Python 3. All right. So the first is just the user configuration where we took the API key from OpenWeather. So this is the key. And then this is the city that we choose, Kuala Lumpur. You can choose any place that we want, but we opt to use Kuala Lumpur for this project. And then this is the ThingsBot token. And this is the ThingsBot URL demo.thingspot.io. So this program will run in interval of 300 seconds, which means that every 300 seconds or 5 minutes, the code will send new data to be displayed at ThingsPot. All right. So moving to the first function, which is to fetch the weather data. So here, this part of the code will gather the weather data from Open Weather Map. And then moving on, function number 2 is to calculate the heat index. So the heat index will be used to determine the condition or comfort level in the workplace. So this is the formula to calculate the heat index where the 9 constant. And then moving on, the next function is to determine the heat index level. So let's say if the temperature is under 27, we will consider it normal. If the temperature is somewhere between 27 to 32 degrees Celsius, it will be displaying caution condition. If 33 to 41, extreme caution. Next is danger. And finally, if above 51, it will be displaying extreme danger. All right, moving on to the next function, get risk and tips text. So this is for the heat index, as we mentioned before, as I mentioned before. So our project aims to assess the comfort level at workplace. So we already determined what is the heat index based from the calculation before, and this is what will be displayed in the ThinkSpot visualization. Later, I will present it. All right, next is the function to calculate the dew point. Uh, Next is to determine the dew point level, similar with the heat index. Next is to send all the data to ThinkSpot via payload. So we'll be using payload in this Python script. So this is our main loop. Step number one, as I mentioned before, get the weather data and then calculate the dew point, determine dew point level, calculate heat index, determine heat index level, get heat index risk and also tips. And step number seven, prepare the payload. So we'll be transmitting the temperature, humidity, dew point level, dew point effect, dew point tips, heat index, index levels, heat index risk, and also heat index tips. And finally, step number eight, all this payload will be sent to ThinkSpot for visualization. All right, and then finally, the system will wait before the next update for 300 seconds or roughly around 5 minutes. Okay, next I will be presenting our dashboard on ThinkSpot. Okay, so this is our ThinkSpot dashboard for our workplace monitoring. So as you can see at the bottom right over here, this is powered by ThinkSpot version 4.1.0. So as I mentioned before, we gather the information of temperature, humidity, heat index, and also dew point. As you can see here, the temperature right now is 34.1. The humidity is 42%, the heat index is 36 degrees Celsius, and the dew point is 19.4 Celsius. So in the bottom left side, this will be the monitoring, what we call time series. Okay, so every 5 minutes, the data will reset, or not reset, but will be given again, no, from the our Python script, 300 seconds. Yeah, so every 5 minutes the data will refresh, somewhat refresh, and detects the new temperature. So it will be displayed here in the monitoring section. As for the heat safety monitoring on the right side, so it will be display two warning. The first warning is the heat index level. So here it will show the heat index level based on the temperature, heat index temperature, and as you can see here, it displays extreme caution. So what is the risk? So the risk stated here is heat cramps and heat exhaustion are possible. And also there is a slight risk of heat stroke. So what are the tips? As shown here, it says to stay hydrated and also to reduce activity. All right. And then for the dew point level, for 19.4 degrees Celsius, it is considered humid. So many will feel sticky and uncomfortable, and it is advised to limit physical activity and ventilate the indoor spaces. All right, so that's about it. And that's all from me. Thank you.